we go.
Okay, now that you started your first piece, you have to once again cut your thread. I'll make one more wrap because I'm not happy with it. Can't overlap. Be locking it down. Using my foot as weight on the book. I'm going to have to go again because I didn't take up enough slack. Alright. Got enough slack taken up. Take your thread that you started with. Lay it in there again. Cut it. Right now, it's time for your guide. Let me get another wrap in here just for good measure. Alright. Now I want to lay my guide in that I've already put the emery cloth on. I took all the sharp edges off of it. Oh, there's a sharp edge. Take it off. Fill it just a little bit. Make sure the bottom's not sharp so you don't cut through your initial base wrap. I got a little knock there still. That's got to come off. Make sure you clean all the sand off of it. Alright. Now I like to lay it on the rod. See if it's pretty level. Because this stuff bends really, really easy. Alright, not quite level. Bend it a little bit. Bend a little bit more. Alright, I'm happy with that. Not real happy with the way the factory did it, but I'm happy with what I've done. Now, when you pull it up, you want to get it even with all the other guides. So put your guide straight up. And generally when I do this, I have a light behind me that puts a line, straight line, from one guide to the other guide. Outdoors, it's a little difficult. The line's a little wide, but we can adjust that later. I'm going to take a piece of tape. I suggest using masking tape instead of Scotch tape. However, under the circumstances, this is what I have to work with. I don't need the full piece of tape. I'm going to ruin that piece of tape. I need just a partial piece of the tape. I'll rip the tape in half. Okay. And I'll put the guide about, it doesn't have to be precise, you can adjust it a little bit. The very foot of the guide just above the last spot you want it to be. Alright, wrap it around. You don't want it to cover the entire foot of the guide because you're going to be removing this. Alright, looking at it. Oh, the rain's stopping. Yay. Alright, this is a two-piece rod, which means I can't adjust it by the bottom guide. I gotta adjust it by the top guide because I'm on the second piece of the rod. Top guide coming off of here, straight line. With a light behind you, there will be a straight line from the tip of this guide all the way down to the base of this guide, where you want it. Alright, now in the process of me adjusting it, I've thrown my thread off a little bit, so I got to backtrack. Alright, I got it right, and I'm going to start wrapping. You got to be really careful to make sure that you keep that line right on top of your previous wrap. Get them really close together. And once you get to the foot of the guide, it starts getting difficult. if you have not dulled the edges of that guide, as soon as you touch it, this size A will break. Alright, I just got to the tip of it. I heard it click. I'm still in line with my top piece of the rod. I'm going to go over easy. I'm going to grab that top foot. Now I'm going to go a little bit off of what's normal. And this is slow right here. Be very, very careful. This is where your line breaks. Or I should say your thread breaks. Be very careful. I'd be looking more up at the camera, but you just can't do it. You have to keep your eyes on what you're doing. This is a long process. If you're going to do an entire fishing rod, this is an extremely long process.